Alex, I guess first off, how proud are you of this team, and how big were the 6 outs that Whitlock was able to get?
First things first, I want to congratulate the Tampa, the Rays for an outstanding season. What they're doing on a daily basis as an organization is eye-opening. They've been very consistent throughout the years, and I know the season didn't end the way they wanted to, but with time, they should put their head up, and it was an amazing season what they did this year. For us, I want to congratulate everybody from top to bottom, from Mr. Henry all the way to the Dominican Summer League, because it is an organizational accomplishment. Not too many people give us a chance, from the get-go, but we believe, we always said that we had a good baseball team that, has some holes, and we still have some holes, but at the end, for how bad it looks sometimes, we're still here. We're still in the dance. We're still in the tournament, and we're moving on to the ALCS. It's a great accomplishment. Those men in that clubhouse and everybody has to do with the operation on a daily basis should be proud, because everybody was part of this, and for us to advance to the next one, everybody contributed. About the game, amazing game. Witt was amazing again. And that tells you everything about this organization, what we did in the off season and what we tried to accomplish throughout the season. I think Instagram, gets a shot. Good. I'm glad that some of the scouts have Instagram and saw him throwing a bullpen, but it was amazing. It was a great day, and I'm very proud of everybody.
We'll go to the back with Johnny. Alex.
Alex, can you go over how the run scored in the ninth with setting up by the bunt?
Yeah, probably a lot of people were talking about the bunt giving us away, but we didn't need to score 4 runs in the ninth. We only needed to score 1. Christian did a good job getting on base. Christian did a good job putting the bunt down. Travis did a good job putting the ball in play. Something we always talk about. And then, Kike put the ball in the air. Old school baseball right there, fundamental baseball. And we won the ALDS playing good fundamental baseball.
Right in front with Buck.
That's it. I just want to go right into that. You played mostly clean baseball lately. Is that the result of speech and practice, just the coming together? How would you put that into words?
We kept working. I know a lot of people question our coaching staff and what we do on a daily basis, but we keep working. We keep working, and regardless of the results, we were out there taking ground balls. Some other teams do it differently than us, but we work the way we work, and we never gave up on them, and they never gave up on them, on themselves. So we just keep working, and sometimes it's going to look great, sometimes it's going to look bad, but we're not going to stop working. We have a tremendous coaching staff. Carlos Febles, Ramon Vasquez, Andy Fox, they've been working so hard with this kid since day one in spring training, defensively. And I know some people question how they do it, how they go about their business, but today was a testament of what we've done since day one. And I'm very proud of everybody in this coaching staff.
And Pete.
Alex, how big were those innings from Eddie in the beginning?
Outstanding. He made some adjustments. We learned a lot last week from their approach and how they were able to attack certain zones and stay back on certain pitches. And we made adjustments, and today you see the results.
How much do you think that meant to him? He's been kind of looking for a postseason moment, and what he was able to do tonight.
It was very similar to what he did in LA, right? We burned our starter yesterday trying to get a win, and knowing that Eddie was capable and he's talented. And the same thing he did in LA, except the manager took him out earlier in this one instead of letting him have 2 on and facing all the righty. So he was amazing. Good fastball, good changeup, good cutter. He got. That lineup lately against lefties has been really, really good. They've been hitting the ball hard. Starting with Randy, he's been amazing. Franco from the right side is very dangerous, and Eddie. He was great. I'm very, very happy for him. Everybody knows what happened last year and the up and downs of this season, and for him to go out there and give us a chance to win, it means a lot.
Tyler and then Hannah.
Alex, you said, I think before the game that this team is always going to hit. You never worry about that. everybody wants to hit, though. I mean, every team wants to hit. Why are you so assured that no matter what, the Red Sox are going to hit?
We got some talented players. You know, if you start looking at our lineup, you know, the DH, he's pretty solid. The shortstop, he's probably the best offensive shortstop in the big leagues. The third baseman, he's up there with the best offensively. Kyle Schwarber, he's on base machine. You know, he's great. Kike has found his rhythm. Our right fielder hit 30 and drove in 98. So if you break it down that way, you look at the talent that we have. Yeah, we should hit. But I think, you know, everybody gets caught up on the whole team, you know, and sometimes, you know, they don't feel that way, but we're good offensively.
Kevin Cash was talking about how they just couldn't strike you guys out. Like they see themselves as a strikeout staff, and you guys wouldn't do it. Do you think that, how big was that factor?
It is huge because at one point during the season, we were chasing 38% of the pitches, and we were swinging and missing at a horrible rate. And even 10 days ago, when we went to Baltimore and then we went to Washington, we were striking out a lot. We were chasing a lot of pitches. I think playing them 19 times, it helped. You know, it's just, you know, we played the Yankees. We knew them. They know us. Same thing with them. And we did a good job staying humble. Staying humble. I think that's the word, you know. Just stay humble with your approach. Don't try to do too much, and good things happen.
Gets the right wall out.
Hey, Alex. You looked a little overcome with emotion when you were celebrating out on the field, and I'm sure that's sort of always the case when you clinch and move on. But given how tense this one was at the end, what was that emotion? Was it just relief or excitement?
A lot of things, and you know, just proud of the group, proud of everybody here. Happy for my family, you know, that they can enjoy this. Happy for Boston, you know, it was an amazing day. That was loud. That was actually better than yesterday, and you know, it's something that we envisioned before the season. We envisioned in the off season, and the fact that we are, you know, one series away from going to the World Series, it means a lot to this organization.
Against the right wall there.
Hey, Alex. Oh, over here. It seems like Devers' name is kind of often left off the list when you're talking about some of the game's best young stars, but he's constantly joining the list of a lot of MLB greats. Can you just talk about what he's done, especially coming up big in postseason spots?
I mean, this kid since 2017, this is all he knows, right? You know, playoff and be good in the playoffs. When we played him in 17, he was always smiling. There was no pressure, and he put great at bats. You know, even in the last game here, I think he hit that inside the park home run against Ken Giles, I think it was. And it seems like he was born to play in October, and he did it in 18. And this year, you know, that last game of the regular season kind of like set the tone for the team to keep going and keep pushing. And what he did today, that was a great swing. He was under control the whole night, put good at bats, played great defense, and you know, he's only 24, although not 25 in 10 days, I think, right? So I always said that there's a lot of young players, very talented players, and but this kid, he's still young. Been there, done that. You know, he has a World Series ring. He's dominated October, and we're very proud of him.
And to your left, Alex. Joe?
Alex, back to Eddie for a second. You know, on April 2nd, he started the season at the ALDS site, you know, with the arm issue. And that day, as soon as he got his work in, he jumped in the car and hurried up to get back here to be with the teammates on opening day. Now, doing what he was able to do, what do you think of that moment back in April?
No, they love him in that clubhouse. He's been here for a while. He's been through a lot, you know, as a player with his injuries and, you know, last year, you know, with health. And he's one of the favorites, you know, and he's grown to become a leader too. You see him, the way he goes about his business, the way he approaches the game, the way he prepares now physically. You see the difference, you know, if you put videos of Eddie 2 years ago and now physically, he's another guy. And he understands his strengths and weaknesses, and he keeps making adjustments. And you know, 4 days ago, whatever it was, you know, he got humble in a sense, right? I mean, 1 2/3 in game 1 of the ALDS, and he worked hard in between starts to get to this point, and he was amazing tonight.
Two more quick ones right up front
Sí.
here.
Alex, en el pasado en la poste,
Dale.
¿cómo estás? Los dominicanos han sido muy exitosos aquí en Boston en la poste, pero ahora este año apellidos como el tuyo, Cristian y todos los puertorriqueños, la comunidad puertorriqueña aquí está muy orgullosa de ustedes. Háblame un poquito sobre eso.
No, obviamente contento por Cristian y por Enrique. Yo sé que hay mucha gente que está contenta en Puerto Rico, muchos dueños de barras que se le está llenando para ver los juegos y la gente está gastando dinero. No, pero fuera de broma, los dos han sido tremendos. Lo que hizo Cristian con el staff los últimos 3 días ha sido tremendo. Quique ofensivamente hablando excelente y defensivamente sabemos qué tipo de jugadores, así que sumamente orgulloso de ellos dos.
And we'll finish up with Ian, because Garrett Whitlock's here.
Alex, just with the series Kike had, how happy were you that he was the one at the plate with a chance to win the game there?
Yeah, I mean, we were battling at the end to make decisions. Adam was going to be coming in, so we were ensured to run for Christian because of the running game and all that stuff. So that's why we bunted and we kept Christian out there. But at that point, we had to run for him in case it's a fly ball. And we felt very comfortable with him. He was putting good at bats after good at bats, he did an amazing job against a tough pitching staff, and we're very proud of him.